The woman made a wish to have a child, and in the next second a little girl appeared before her. The girl conjured a flower in her hand, a flower that could make the woman more beautiful, and turn her into someone blessed with good fortune. While the woman was still confused, the flower suddenly vanished into thin air, and the birthmark on her face disappeared. The little girl revealed she was the god of wealth in charge of fortune in heaven. She had misused her divine power to turn everything into gold, and was punished by a heavenly tribulation. Her master then sent her to the mortal world, to find a destined person connected to her golden thread. Only then could she survive the punishment. So she descended to the human world, and waited at the temple of wealth for her fated one. Soon a kind-hearted but unattractive woman came to make a wish. The little girl immediately saw that the woman's husband was a heartless man. To help the woman, the girl revealed herself. When the woman found out she was the god of wealth, she was overjoyed. The little girl said she would help her give birth to many children, to boost her confidence. The girl conjured a flower in her hand. This flower was said to enhance beauty, bring endless good luck, and increase fertility. Curious, the woman took the flower in her hands, but the flower turned into golden light and entered her body. Her facial birthmark disappeared, and she became noticeably more beautiful. Just as she was about to thank the little girl, an angry woman burst in from outside. Her husband had made a wish at the temple that morning, and died in the afternoon, so she blamed the temple, calling it cursed. As the woman destroyed the temple, the little girl burst into tears. The kind woman felt sorry for her, and offered to take her home as her daughter. Just then, a golden thread appeared between their hands. Realizing this woman was her destined person, the little girl agreed, but as they arrived home, they were shocked to see the husband who had been gone for 6 years had returned, and he brought with him a beautiful young woman and a 6-year-old child. The husband was shocked to see his wife. The woman immediately asked why he had brought 2 strangers with him. He explained he had been rescued during a campaign, and eventually had a child with his rescuer. He had already requested royal permission for marriage, and in 3 days, the other woman would hold the same status as his wife. What he didn't know was that all the honors and titles he now had were earned through the military merits of the woman's brother. The woman finally realized her husband had long since betrayed her, so in a fit of rage, she demanded a divorce, then smashed the token of their love, and left with the little girl and her maid. That night, the little girl snuck into the palace treasury, and stole all the gold and jewels from the royal vault. The next day, she delivered the treasure to the husband's home, in the name of the god of wealth. Thinking he had struck it rich, the man was ecstatic, and decided to keep all the treasure for himself, unaware it was a trap, set by the little girl, to frame him for stealing from the royal treasury. Now that they had gold and wealth, his family no longer valued the woman's dowry. That very night, they threw her out of the house, and handed her a divorce agreement. Heartbroken, the woman returned to her parents' home with the little girl, but the girl was eager to expose the husband's crimes, so that night, she sneaked into the palace again. This time, she accidentally entered the emperor's chambers. At once she saw, the emperor had fallen into a coma due to evil energy. She waved her hand, and cast a spell to dispel the dark force, but when the emperor awoke, he thought she was an assassin, and drew his sword to kill her. The little girl quickly explained that she was the god of wealth, and had just saved him. When the emperor still doubted her, she opened